Hi guys! So it is a new year, which is 2017, which is really crazy to me just because I feel like anywhere from 2011 on has gone really fast. So this is kind of overwhelming for me, but I guess it's okay as well just because I'm not really trying to expect anything this year. Um the end of the year was getting crazy for us. Um Mostly just really hectic, like completely hectic. So, um, as I've mentioned before, we are foster parents and we have foster kids, and school just let out for them around the middle of December. So, we were all excited to, be in our house and um, enjoy not really having to do much. And right in the process of getting ready for the idea that we can kind of relax and wind down. Um, Here in our state, there was kind of a freeze over, and we had our drip or our sinks and everything dripping, so it should have been okay. Well, we were woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning because a fire sprinkler pipe busted. So all of the alarms were going off in the house. I, of course, jumped up right away because I have kids in rooms all over the place. Everything's all over the place. And instantly I go into that mode. I'm like, wake everybody up, get everybody out. And I was actually the last one out. There was no fire, but I'm hearing the alarms go off. I'm trying to make sure all my kids are out of the house. And it kind of dawns on me and David that there is no fire and the alarm is going off, which is really crazy. We couldn't figure it out. So we went outside to check on the kids, and then we came back inside. Made sure all the stoves were off and everything. There was no smoke anywhere. And then we see water coming out of one of the rooms where our kids, or one of our kids, sleeps. And instantly, we realize a pipe busted in the house. So, um, again, I go inside, I let the kids know there's no fire, that everything's okay. They're asking me questions. I'm trying to answer as best as I can from the information I know because really I didn't know anything. Um, and when I came back, I opened a door and water just came flooding out. And like it wasn't like it was like a little puddle. It's seriously like in the movies, like where you see things just floating out of the house, and it was completely crazy. So um, we called the fire department. They came. They got the water turned off with the help of some other people in the community, um, and just it was chaotic. I mean, me, kids, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's freezing. Um, Thankfully, we do have a great support group there, and they were able to find us another place to stay temporarily until our house is fixed. It's kind of having the goal of being ready mid next week. Is what we're anticipating to move back in. So, kind of like again, another new beginning. We're ready for it to kind of be upon us so that we can all settle in, get relaxed, and be comfortable in our own space. It it was just crazy. We were also supposed to go to Kentucky so that David could meet one of his biological brothers for the first time. And just because of all the chaos and him missing so much work, we had to postpone that. So hopefully, we'll be able to go in March. Um, but that also worked out really well because his brother wound up getting sick, and they have a baby too. So we didn't want to overwhelm them with him. Um, you know, that it worked out great that him not feeling well and them having a baby. Don't want to overwhelm them with our kids and us and just having all that excitement and just not being able to feel well enough to have to try to feel like he has to keep up with the excitement. So it was, in the end, it was okay. um so Christmas we had here, that was actually really nice. David was home, the kids got their Christmas presents, and even though they had lost a lot of things, they have been really humble. And I think that's what made Christmas more exciting, is because they had things to make up for the losses. And it wasn't even like it was big things either. I think it was more like like Barbie dolls and books, and there were some clothes that we let them open up early just so they had some extra clothes. Um, but just that they were really thankful for that really humbled me as well, and kind of made me feel less tense about having to worry too much. For New Year's, none of the kids stood up long enough for New Year's. I think really they went to bed around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we literally just sat in bed and watched TV. And then my mom called and I spoke with her for a little while, and she was calling on Eastern time. So my family's from New York. So she called right when it turned 12 in New York, and I spoke with her. We waited an hour, said Happy New Year's, and literally just passed out. I think just from, me going out that day and shopping and getting treats for everybody, to kind of celebrate New Year's, and David being home from work, everybody was just really tired and didn't really want anything to do with the holidays. Um, but other than that, today was their first day back. Well, no, yesterday was their first day back at school. And that was really good. I think with them having time away from each other and having other kids their age that they could interact with really, really helped them have less tension at home, with like sibling rivalries and everything. Um, which, I mean, I feel like I did that at that age, well, all through school and living with my siblings, just having them in my face all the time and me being in their face all the time, and all the arguments and things like that was just because we were in each other's way. Um, but other than that, it was good. It's been pretty quiet. I think we've mostly all just been really exhausted to the point that we just stay at home and read and play and do things there. Um, as for David, he's doing really well. We are getting him signed up for school. He's done everything. He's taken the test. He's signed up. Well, he's enrolled, but we need to get him signed up in classes, which hopefully we'll get to do tomorrow if he gets home in time, because that's something he is really wanting to do. As well as he's always wanted to join the military, and that's been, kind of a big inspiration in his life with most aspects. But he's really leaning towards the Army right now. So his focus is really, being with a healthy mind, a healthy body, a healthy spirit to kind of achieve all those ambitions that he's always wanted. As of for trying to add onto our family, that did not work. Christmas came around. I wasn't getting the idea that it was going to happen. There was one day where I was cleaning dishes and doing something